Okay, now let's try to navigate an online brokerage. Hi everyone, it's Charm again from Ready2Adult Philippines, a channel about personal finance, entrepreneurship, and adulting how-tos. We've already discussed how the stock market works
and some basic terms you need to know about the stock market.
And as promised, we're making more stock market videos. I know that a lot of you guys are interested in investing in the stock market, so this video is perfect for you guys as we try to understand the terminologies behind it. Before we start, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Okay, now let's try to navigate an online brokerage. I'm going to use COL Financial because that's what I'm familiar with. That's what I personally use. This is not a sponsored video, but I know that stock brokerages can seem very overwhelming, so I hope I can navigate you guys through it. Okay, so I have it here. I'm going to be posting this on the screen. First, on the top, as you can see the performance of the sectors. So if they're green, that means it's positive, and then if they're red, that means it's negative. Okay, so for example, the PSE was up 1.05%. So just take note, this is not current. I think this was back in 2018 or 2019. And then you have all the stocks, finance, industries, holdings, property, services, and mining and oil. Okay, so this is Jollibee Foods Corporation, and if you can see, the stock code is JFC. So the stock code is basically a 1 to 5 letter stock symbol or ticker symbol. Okay, so this is an identifying symbol or like an acronym for a company because it's too long if we're gonna have to keep on typing the entire company name. Okay, so next are the order details. So you have to choose whether you want to buy or to sell. Don't get this wrong. I got this wrong before. I know, very noob of me, but yeah, don't get this wrong. So make sure to double check that all the time. Okay, so the next is the board. And the board or the board lot is basically how many stocks or shares you can buy. And there is a table for that. I'm gonna put it here. But basically, if you choose main and the board lot is 10, then you're going to be buying by 10, 20, 30, 40, 100, and so on. But if you're going to be choosing odd lot and the board lot is 10, so maybe you're only buying or selling
1 to 9
shares. Okay, so and next is the term. It can be different for different online brokerages, but in COL Financial, you have day order. That means you want your order to be executed within the day. And you have GTC or good till canceled, meaning you're going to state a price and how many shares you want. So for example, the stock price right now is 100 and you want to buy it at 60, and that's usually unlikely to happen within the day. So you want to put it as good till canceled. That means it's good for 60 days, right? So if it doesn't get executed within 60 days, then they're just gonna return to you your money. Okay, so lastly, we have ATC or at the closing. This doesn't really require you to input the price. That means that what price it is when it closes, that's the price that you want to buy it for. Okay, so you have the number of shares. Again, this depends on the board lot. For Jollibee, their board lot is 10, so you can buy 10, 20 by increments of 10 basically. And then lastly is the price. Okay, so for the price, you can check the bid and ask column. Okay, so basically the ask are the sellers and the bid are the buyers. So here you can see that they are pricing it at 282.6, and that is the second in line for the bidding. Basically, different strategies when it comes to that. If you want your transaction to go through on the spot, then you usually go for the latest or the cheapest ask price. Okay, so but if you want to wait for an ask to go lower, then you go for the most expensive in the bid price. Okay, so here below it we have the last 5 trades, And basically, these are just the recent trades that have been executed. And as you can see here, it also indicates what the broker is. So the buyer and seller under that are the brokers that, executed it. And here on the right side, it shows you a couple of details that you might need in order to decide on what price you want to bid it for or sell it for. Okay, so I'm just gonna highlight some of the important things here. So the last price is the last price it was executed. So that's the latest price that it was executed. And then we have the opening price, which is 276. We have the highest price within that day, which is 284. We have the lowest price within that day, which is 274. And then we have here trades. So there are 3,470 trades. That's actually pretty good. You can actually see some stocks that are only trading like under 100 trades a day. And that's not necessarily bad, but it would be harder for you to buy and sell when there aren't much people trading that certain stock. Okay, so just keep that in mind. So again, we have the board lot here, and we have here the floor price and the ceiling price.
So future charm here, because my original source was wrong. The floor price is 50% of the previous price and the ceiling price is 150% of the previous price. This helps avoid traders from buying or selling at unreasonable prices.
Okay, so I'm going to introduce you very quickly to a candlestick, which is very commonly used when analyzing stocks and when they're used in charts. Okay, so taking the opening price, that's 276, that's here, and then seeing that the last price is 282, I'm assuming from opening it went down to 274. So there's a line here, and then it went up to 284.2, and then now it's at 282.6. Okay, so let's assume it closed at 282.6. This is what the candlestick would look like for that day. So this is the opening and the closing, and it's green because it was a positive day, and it has what you would call like a wick or tail, depends, but basically these are the lowest points and the highest points of the stock price of that day. Okay, so it can also be a red candlestick, and that's when the opening price was higher than the closing price. Okay, so we will be tackling fundamental and technical analysis in the next video. So I hope you guys check that out as well. Yeah, that's it for the video for today. I hope that you understood a little bit more about the stock market. Yeah, I hope you learned something in this video. And again, if you like this video, then please hit like and subscribe to the channel. Ring the notification bell because, as I mentioned, we're going to be covering more stock market videos, so make sure that you get notified every time I upload another video. And yeah, I know that adulting's already hard, but personal finance doesn't have to be. And again, this has been Charm from Ready2Adult Philippines, and I will see you on my next video.